Self-concept is very important. Of course, everyone knows this to an extent, but no one actually applies this to their day-to-day life and really wonders how it affects their regular life. And this video is for me to help clear that up for people and make them hopefully understand more why this actually does matter in your day-to-day life. Self-concept is everything because this is literally how you perceive your life and yourself. Simple traits, habits that you may or may not consider to be things that just stuck with you and you've always been that way. Even that saying, oh, this is how I've always been, that's part of self-concept. All of these things matter because you hold these things to be true. Although it's just a fact that I'm left-handed, this still also is self-concept. Now, do I have an actual reason to believe that me being left-handed is actually true? Yes. And that's just because I've written with my left hand my entire life. But there may be other things where you may not have cold hard facts to prove those things, but you still say these things are part of your character. For example, it could be something simple like when I do X, Y, or Z, it always causes me to feel down, and I've always been that way. You may believe that because of the past experiences that you've had with these things, but these are things that are still susceptible to change. And the reason why that is important is because when you realize that simple fact, it broadens your perspective on who you could be. And it makes you think about yourself more. You're not stuck to a locked, limited perception or belief about who you are anymore. It's almost like you're going from one plane to the next plane, and now you're realizing that there's actually more options to choose from rather than being lower and only seeing yourself at a certain level or only doing a certain thing. What does this allow you to do? This is essentially giving you the power to literally change how you act, change who you believed you were for years, months, whatever the case may be. You take your power. And now that you see things from a higher perspective, you're able to use your power to either change who you are, double down on who you already were, or just make minor tweaks here and there about who you believe yourself to be. Who you believe you are is what makes you, not your experiences. And I know you hear that a lot. Experience shapes a lot of people. Yes, that's true. But you could take two different people from the exact same experience and they end up two completely different people. Why is that? It's because one person focused on X things while the other person focused on Y things. I heard this great analogy. There could be two people that look at roses. One of them are going to appreciate the roses even though there may be thorns on the stems. And there's another person that's going to have an issue with the thorns being there, despite the fact that there are roses there. Now they both looked at the same exact plant. They both looked at the same thing. But since they both perceive different things, it completely changed their outlook on how they see it. Now, of course, this is an external example, and I'm talking about something that resides in you and how you think, but this is just to let you know that what you decide to focus on is going to change your perspective on how you view it and how you decide to make your decisions in the future. So just think about that. and actually realize that you can change who you believe you are if you don't like it. If you like who you are, all of your traits, all of the beliefs that you have about yourself, everything that's subconscious, then that's good. But if there's parts of you in your mind that you don't like subconsciously, you have the power to change that. These are not just things about you. Oh, I'm just naturally awkward. Oh, I naturally just don't get along with X people. Oh, I naturally this. Oh, I've just never no. Zoom out. Allow yourself to change by deciding to believe a different thing about yourself. No, I'm not awkward. I'm going to make sure that I'm not awkward because I'm not awkward. And when I say make sure, I don't mean put a bunch of mental energy into making sure I'm not awkward when those situations come. But what I mean by that is just don't be awkward. Just talk. It's that simple. It doesn't require mental effort because you've decided that that's who you are. So there's no hard or rigorous process towards it. Now, of course, it may be a little bumpy. You may slip up once or twice. But that's because you're shaking off that old version of yourself that believed you were awkward. I hope this helped somebody. Y'all go be great.